Sylus Green is a father, an entrepreneur, a leader, and a servant. And I am the founder of MyT Training and the 530 Scholars. As an adult, I became a champion for kids and protectors for kids' genius, because I feel like as I grew older, I fell out of love with school. I got a lot of bad advice from counselors. I went to Whitney Young. I didn't have a really good GPA. I cut a lot. And my counselor actually told me that maybe college isn't for everybody. I cut hair, so I should probably just go, to barber school or something like that. I didn't end up listening to her. I wanted to leave Chicago. And even though I didn't get accepted to any colleges, my friends went to FAMU, so I went to Tallahassee. At TCC, I had a 3.4 GPA and joined the Honor Society. Transferred, got a partial scholarship to University of Central Florida. I had a 4.0 at the University of Central Florida, and I got lucky, and that's just the theme of my life. When I'm producing and when I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, I end up just really finding the opportunity and making the most of it. So at UCF, they released a scholarship called the Gates Millennial Scholarship. And since my GPA was reset, I had a 4.0 GPA, and I received that award, which was a full academic scholarship. So I ended up being both students in college. I was a student that didn't get accepted to college and didn't get any money. So I was living like I was homeless. I was taking showers by putting pots outside, and my neighbor was filling it up with water out of his faucet. Didn't have bus fare, and then when I finished college, I was on full academic scholarship. They paid for my car, my classes, my books, my utilities, and then at the end of everything, they would cut us a check for $5,000 a semester just for spending money. So I was both students, and I preferred the second type of student. That's why I started the 530 Scholars, to keep kids in the top 5% of reading and math in any standardized test, which leads to them scoring the 30 on the ACT or the SAT equivalent, which is a top 5% score. So that's why the name is the 530 Scholars, because we keep them in the top 5% of all academic scholars and make sure that they get full academic scholarships to college. My why is my kids. I have amazing kids. We call them the amazing green kids. At 4 years old, my son, he read 100 books in a day, and he was like a national sensation. He still goes around talking about he's famous, and he is kind of famous. He's like most famous person in our family. And my daughter, she went to the National Spelling Bee as a 3rd grader, and she's a academic rock star. And watching them grow and be a way better version of who I was as a child just inspires me and just encourages me to use the same skills and techniques that I used to develop them to develop other children in the Black community. So my why is creating a different type of life, and I learn from my mistakes, I learn from my bad experiences, but I try to create situations so that the kids that come behind me can skip those bad experiences and get straight to the good stuff, which is full academic scholarship if they choose to go to college, or entrepreneurship and success in life. As a king, you have to sacrifice all the time selflessly, and you gotta make sure that every move you make is to make your team win. I consider myself a king in my community because I'm all about the Black community. I'm all about the South Side of Chicago, and I want our kids to win. If I can give words of wisdom to younger kings, I would tell them that no decision that you make at a young age impacts your life permanently. I've made several mistakes, and what those mistakes did was taught me lessons, dug a ditch, so I had to work hard enough to get out that ditch to get at ground level, and then I had to work even harder to be successful or to get to where I wanted to be. So your mistakes will make more work for you, but your mistakes do not determine whether or not you can be successful. And in order to achieve your goals, you have to just weigh the cost of your goals. You have to be honest with where you are in the process. And whenever you decide to do something different, whenever you decide to do the work to become successful and to change your mindset, then you are capable. I'm Sylus Green, and I am honored to be receiving the I Am King Award from the Kingmaker Concierge.